Just as God warned, when we stopped living His way, our enemies attacked us again. For 40 years, enemies called the Philistines made our lives very difficult. But then God told a husband and wife that they would have a baby who would begin to save the Israelites from the Philistines.
God gave very special instructions about this baby. One instruction was that his hair was never to be cut, ever. This was to show that he was set apart for God. His parents named the baby Samson and obeyed God's special commands for him.
When Samson grew up, his long hair was a reminder that God had chosen him to be a hero. God gave him super strength to fight against the Philistines. One time he was tied up and surrounded by enemies who wanted to kill him, but God gave him strength to break the ropes and defeat 1,000 enemy soldiers with only a donkey bone.
God gave Samson incredible strength, but Samson wanted to please himself more than he wanted to serve God. He enjoyed having many girlfriends, even if they were his enemies. He foolishly told a beautiful Philistine woman that God had promised to give him super strength as long as he never cut his hair. Guess what she did? When he was asleep, she cut his hair and his strength left him. Then the Philistines made him their slave.
Even though Samson had disobeyed, God still loved and cared for Samson. One day his enemies put him in front of a huge crowd so they could make fun of him. Samson called out to God for help, and God gave him the strength to destroy the huge building that was filled with thousands of his enemies. Samson died because the building fell on him, but he defeated more enemies that day than ever before. God gives victory.
If only he had chosen to live God's way, things would have been different. But Samson didn't want to live God's way, and neither did we. Not long after Samson died, we went right back to living our own way and ignoring God's way all over again.